Alright, this is video 2. Now in video 2 we're going to look at where some of the internet trolls tried to influence the case, tried to set me up for failure. And this has more of a impact on how well they failed, and actually how they brought to light some evidence which is exculpatory in nature. In fact, I'm actually going to issue a challenge to Sam Browning of Bullshido and I might even make an appearance on Bullshido if he's actually willing to take up this argument, to explain to me why it was that the prosecutor lied and falsified evidence to Dr. Miller to make me look crazy. Let's deal with this, okay? Now, this right here was me talking to Dai Tengu on Sheeta Kim's message board. It was telling me not to explode. And I was talking about how, you know, if I'm more than willing, before I go suicidal, I'm more likely to go homicidal, but that's a suicide of sorts. I compare killing a person to suicide. In fact, I even point out that that's what the state was trying to get me to do, which is why they jumped on this terroristic threats bullshit to try to cover up for the wrongdoing and the corruption that I was showing. This right here came from, you know, one of these people. Now, this is what gets fun. This here is a copy of West Virginia Code. This is the Chapter 27, Article 6A of West Virginia Code. Now, the important part is down here. This right here is where we have 27-6A-2, competency of a defendant to stand trial, cause for appointment of qualified forensic evaluator, written report, observation period. Now, this right here was for my examination. Now, up here in this first section, 27-6A-1 outlines what a qualified forensic evaluator is. This section right here outlines the evidence that's supposed to be given. Right here in subsection B, the court shall require the party making the motion for the evaluation and other parties the court considers appropriate, which was not my attorney, to provide to the qualified forensic evaluator appointed under subsection A of this section any information relevant to the evaluations within 10 business days of the evaluation order. This information shall include, but not be limited to, A copy of the warrant or indictment, information pertaining to the alleged crime, statements made by the defendant to the police under interrogation, report transcripts, stuff like that, any available psychiatric, psychological, medical, or social records the court considers relevant, and we get up here to 4, a copy of the defendant's criminal record, and if the evaluation is to include a diminished capacity assessment, which it didn't, there's 5. Now, all this is important because this is what I'm going to show you. This was my arrest warrant for terroristic threats. It was done by Trooper Hayes. Actually, it was Haynes, but he misspelled it Hayes here. Here's the code. There's the terroristic threats. Here's the date of my arrest, which is the date they got the warrant for me. I'm sorry. This is the date they alleged, the 16th to the 22nd of August, 2013. But I was arrested on the 30th day of August, 2013. Here is a corresponding search warrant, Raleigh County. Again, the dates. Again, this was Trooper Haynes on the 30th of August. Let's see, here's his name right here, Trooper Haynes. Now, here's Dr. Miller's report. I want to point something out right off the bat. Date of alleged offense. They're saying February 25th, 2011. This was an attempt to cover up the original terroristic threats claim made by Thomas Keller, my uncle, whatever. Now, this right here is the bound over number, which was mentioned in the previous video for the child porn case. This right here is the 2 charges right here for the child porn case. This right here is the actual number for which I'm charged under, which comes up under this one, which you can tell 13F 1026, and then you see right here 13F 1026. This is another bound over number for the same thing. The date of alleged offense has nothing to do with August 2013. They're saying it's February 2011. Dr. Miller's report, the only thing with the corresponding numbers to that is the motion for reevaluation under the court. Now, this is the funny thing. This is the state's record of events. The state is claiming that case number 1 comes back December 15, 2010. This is relevant to my case of terroristic threats, where again, here we see Ashley Redden's name, and this is the stalking and assault case that I was found not guilty for, which everyone knows because Ashley got up and said that I tried to rape her. I was never charged for rape. Here is a similar charge for stalking and another charge for obstructing, resisting arrest, which I was never tried under. So if anyone can explain to me, Sam Browning from Bushido, please, by all means, do so. Explain to me what any of this in the evaluation to Dr. Miller has to do with this case right here, 13F 1026, here's the criminal case for it, 13F1026, terroristic threats, for the date of 16 to 22nd August 2013, and my arrest date of August 30th, 2013 by Trooper Haynes, misspelled here as Trooper Hayes. So what we have is a very simple situation. Something's not right. Now, here's the thing about it. You see the internet trolls, and I actually have to kind of commend Bushido a little bit because they've actually been largely silent in this matter. They've been smart enough to keep their mouths shut and let things play out. But you see these other people, well, we'll call him Voldemort since he doesn't want his name mentioned, and they'll have the video taken down if I mention it, even though he mentions his name as a .com. And, of course, well, those guys from Ujin Khan. So what we have is a situation where these people are trying to tear me down, trying to beat me because I point out that they're nothing more than a racketeering scheme to try to push people into studying Ujin Khan style of made-up ninjutsu. Now, this becomes a really interesting thing because they actually helped me. They showed over exculpatory evidence by spying on a Shuriken's message board, and that's the only way anyone ever got that information. And see, well, guys, you failed. I'm out, free. I'm driving down the road in a car. I'm actually sitting in the passenger seat right now, filming this video on this dreary West Virginia day. I mean, oh my God, it's not a very pretty day. It's foggy and snowy, but hey, I mean, it's out in the country. For the simple fact that, you know, I'm going on vacation. I've been off the internet for a while. Let you guys go ahead and talk, figure things out. You know, to my friends who actually supported me and understood why I had a plan and trusted me and, you know, cared about me enough to, you know, wish me well and everything else while I was going through this. Thank you to the people who ran away like scared little bitches because, you know, for all the tough talk, when it comes down to actually being there, you got scared. I'm sorry. You know, but the people who showed me that they were worth it in my life, to be here through the bad times as well as the good. Thank you. There's a surprise coming for everyone. It's a good thing, and there'll be more about that later. Okay. So from the road. Bye.